Welcome back, guys. Today I'm going to be talking through a few things which I feel are essential accessories for not just the GoPro but motovlogging in general or main action sports like mountain biking, etc. So as you can see, I've got a couple of them dotted around. There's also some out of shot as well, which I'll leave for suspense. First things first to point out with the camera is with the new Hero 8, the lens on this is not interchangeable or replaceable with just an aftermarket part. If you're going to crack this lens, I feel like you're going to have to send it back to GoPro to get that replaced rather than just swapping it out with a cheap alternative. As you can imagine with motovlogging, mountain biking and various other things, especially when you're in like a gravelly environment, if you're with a mate and you're following them down a trail, there's always going to be stones kicking up off their tyres. On my drift's external housing, I've got a small crack where a stone has hit. Now imagine if it's that. What you can do is buy the big waterproof chunky case, which is like a clear plastic case that goes on it. I'll put an image in the bottom right hand corner just to show you what I mean. It's fine, it works. I feel like it's a little bit too bulky for what I need. I'm not planning on diving with this at the moment, so I want to try and keep this as small and as unnoticeable as possible on my helmet. So there are a few other options you can go for apart from the huge case. One of them being Gorilla Glass. You can buy a small plasticky glass cover for this screen and the rear screen. Now that will work, but I almost wanted something to protect the actual GoPro itself, because it's not nice to have like chips and grazes and everything on the side of this. So my first accessory is this. This is the roll cage from GoPro. So as you can see, it's a rubber type case that goes all the way around the outside of the GoPro. You've got access for the legs and the rear screen and the front screen. But the key point of this is it comes with this. It's a replaceable lens. So stone kicks up, like I was saying, it hits the lens and it doesn't hit my camera. Now if something's going to hit me that hard that it smashes this and goes through and hits the camera too, I mean, I'm lucky it's just didn't hit my eye. So with this, you literally can just pull it out and there you go. So there's your rubber case, there's the lens as well. As you can tell, it's quite hard. Oh, that's what she said. What I will do is I'll fit this. Look, by the magic of YouTube, I will fit this. There you go. See how easy that was to fit? So as you can see, it's quite a subtle case. It doesn't look like there's an enormous thing on the GoPro. As I said, I'll probably still get the Gorilla Glass screen for the back, just to add that extra layer of protection. But it's not that bad. You can take the screen out on this. It doesn't hinder the mount support as well. The other interesting point with this is that the sound out of a GoPro isn't that great. It's especially when you're riding or traveling at quite a lot of speed. Although there are holes for the microphones here and here, hopefully it will muffle some of the sound, and it'd be useful just to see. Well, it'd be nice to see if it actually makes any difference to the noise whatsoever. But I feel like that looks quite good. Right, I'll put that over there. Now, second accessory, which I feel like is a must. Now these are very cheap, non-GoPro official. They don't need to be. Doesn't even need to be these, but they are Tethers. You'll probably all have seen at least one or two videos where people have had GoPros mounted to their bikes, to their motorbikes, to their surfboards, where the sticky mount hasn't played ball and has come off, whether it's heated up in the sun and got loose, whether it's just wasn't stuck there properly in the first place. It's come loose and the GoPro's gone bouncing off down the road or sunk to the bottom of the sea. This is a simple contraption. It's literally just a bit of string and a clamp. So you can mount that to a part of the bike or like to part of your mountain bike, to your motorbike. This can go around the camera itself or around the bottom of the mount. And then you don't have to worry if it does come loose for any reason. It will hang on that rather than bouncing down the road. Very, very simple. Very, very cheap. I bought 3 of them because I might have different mounts. Might end up getting more than one GoPro. Who knows? Depends how rich and famous I get from YouTube. But that, I feel, is one of the essential parts for GoPro. So, coming on to number 3. As I said in my last video, the GoPros are not incredible for battery life. Nowhere near as good as the Drift. Which means you'll end up changing the battery a hell of a lot more. Now, that's fine. You just buy a couple more batteries. They're only 20 quid. It's not that expensive. But then it comes down to charging them. Now you can charge one in the GoPro, or you buy one of these. Now this is a dual charger from GoPro themselves. Again, you can get cheap alternatives online, but I think this was about 40 or 50 pounds, and it came with a spare battery, which is always useful. These are about 20 quid. So essentially this is like 30 quid. So you've got 3 batteries, you can charge one in the GoPro and you can charge 2 in this. Now what's quite nice about this is battery in, and then so this one's already charged, I know that because I charged it earlier. And then what I will do, let's grab the power cable from over there. So you can see it goes straight to green because that one's charged. Now if I take the battery that I've been using in my GoPro and pop that in, orange. So very simple, obviously goes green when it's done. So this will charge them at the same time, whereas a lot of people moan about it. Although I quite like it, a lot of people moan about my Mavic Mini's multi-charger, God there's a mouthful, that comes with the Fly More combo. It has 3 slots and it charges the battery that's closest to full first. Now the idea behind that is that if it charges them all at the same time, you're going to be waiting longer. So if one battery's at 80%, it will get that to full first so you can fly with that and then it'll charge the rest. I quite like that idea, but it doesn't really bother me. This charges them both at the same time, so you will always have 2 full batteries when you take that out. That is the third essential accessory in my opinion for the GoPro for motovlogging. Now, that's those 3 covered. What was the third thing that's out of shot? We'll have to make some space for this. Move. Move. Now, welcome in this beast. You may have already seen this, but as you all know, and I've said multiple times, GoPro accessories are stupidly expensive from GoPro themselves. When all they are really is plastic and some foam every now and again, maybe some sticky pad. This is by a company on Amazon called Niwa, or Newer. It's Neewer. It is a 50-piece accessory pack. 50 pieces, and it's £20. Yes, you heard me right. It is £20. Now, here is a list of everything it comes with. You obviously get the carry case, chest strap, head strap, clamps, selfie sticks, mini tripods, more screws and mounts. You get a bicycle mount, you get some more adhesive pads, you get pouches, you get anti-fog sheet, flat mount. There's just ridiculous amounts on it. There is also a suction mount, but I can't see it on there. Maybe I'm being blind. Oh no, it's right there. So being it's only 20 quid, you expect that it's not going to be that great. But out of this, you could use 3 or 4 things and actually then be quite useful, and it'd make up the cost of this whole thing. So first of all, let's go through here. We've got a half decent selfie stick. It is quite a long one, which is good. Ooh-hee. Again, that's what she said. This feels pretty solid, which is decent. That alone from GoPro is about 20 quid. You've got a float, again, useful. You've got a boom arm. I'm not going to go through all of these, but I'll just go through some of them. That looks like a chest mount. Again, £35 from GoPro. A small tripod, not the most solid in the world, but it does the job. Bag full of accessories, wrist strap, suction pad. You can actually see what this is like. So as a suction pad, it doesn't look that bad. I mean, give that a bit of a wet, shall we? Right, so that is solidly on there. I assume it's literally even making the camera move. If I try and pull that, I'm sure I can get it off. Yeah, look, you can make it move a bit, but that is me pulling quite hard on it. Do that. And again, £35 from GoPro, part of a £20 set. So there's that. There is a guy online who breaks this down like accessory for accessory versus the GoPro alternative, or the GoPro official one. It's quite a long video, so I didn't want to bother going through the same thing, plus stealing his content. but I believe you're looking at about sort of £200 plus for all of this stuff, including the case from GoPro. So it's a tenth of the cost. It's great. So there's the bike mount. I don't even know what this is. Looks like another chest or head mount. Clamp. You're probably just getting a load of reflections from this. There's a little clamp, which would be useful. Load of sticky pads. Some other strap. Let's get all this out. Then there's your little carry bag for all the smaller stuff, and some anti-fog strips. Now, oh, they stink. The case itself is quite solid. This internal burr, it's pretty naff. Like, you probably just end up getting rid of that. It has been laser cut, so I assume you can actually fit stuff in there and sort of hold it in place. But I mean, you can see how flimsy it is. But again, not buying it for that. Let's put it this way, if the suction mount, if that works out to be solid with my safety net, obviously, if that works out to be solid, I've got that £15 cheaper with all the extra stuff. It's just like, why wouldn't you? Why are you going to spend that kind of money on all GoPro accessories just because of the fact it says GoPro on the side? Should we clear this up with the magic of YouTube as well? There you go. So there you go. There are my top essential accessories for GoPro. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.